So apparently many of you have been studying Japanese for a while now, but haven't been able to produce the right results that you want. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get better at Japanese fast. By the way, guys, my name is Sean Nairn from Language Accountability. I teach one-on-one Japanese privately online, and I make these kind of videos because I want you to get better at Japanese. So today we're going to talk about three topics. The first one being how to improve your Japanese speech. Number two, we're going to talk about how to master kanji. Number three, finally, we're going to talk about how to master the difficult, particles and all that. Grammar, right? These are going to be all important. So guys, buckle up. So first of all, how to improve your Japanese speech, right? Many people come to me saying that they're trying to improve their speech, but they're not getting the results. Why is that, right? In most cases, it's not about the tactics, but it's about the volume. So I'm going to break it down, right? So basically at this stage, at your stage, you're learning Japanese with textbooks or apps, right? That means you have all the answers in front of you. So take advantage of that. Right now, look at your book and say it out, say that phrase that you're practicing right now 20 times in front of the book. Guys, if you do it 20 times in front of a book, you're going to remember it, right? So close your book. Step two is go to the mirror and do it 20 times there. It gets better because one, you're not looking at your book anymore, so you're actually trying to memorize it. And number two, you're actually looking at your mirror and you're like, I'm actually speaking Japanese. It kind of builds that confidence, right? So like I said, in most cases, it's not about the tactics. It's about how much you're doing it. If you do it 20 times in front of a book and 20 times in front of your mirror, you are going to get better. You are going to memorize it and you will get better. How to actually get better at particles, okay? I'll give you one example. I got a question recently saying, what's the difference between arimasu and imasu, right? So actually, this student of mine told me, "Ototo ga 3人 arimasu," and I was like, whoa, wait, it's not arimasu. In this case, we're talking about people. I have three brothers, so you have to say imasu. For people, we use imasu, and for objects, we use arimasu, right? Well, then how do you actually remember all these rules, right? You're not going to be a grandmaster of Japanese overnight, right? I'm going to tell you how to actually do it. Here are the steps, right? Before going to the difficult ones, like, formal versus informal, why not trying, introducing yourself or ordering food, right? This is why I teach my students first how to order food, because it has a lot of particles in that. For example, ga versus wa, kohi ga hoshi. Like, let's say you're at a restaurant, right? You want some coffee. You're going to say kohi ga hoshi instead of kohi wa hoshi. Now, why is that, right? The difference between ga and wa is we use ga when you can actually point at the thing. We use wa for general things, right? So for example, coffee is good. It's very general. Kohi wa oishii, right? I want this coffee. Kono kohi ga hoshii. You're actually pointing at it, right? So I'm going back to my point. Instead of starting out with the difficult ones, how about going back to situation-based training where you're ordering food or introducing yourself, and you kind of make the bar lower so that you can actually remember the basics. And after that, you can branch out to all the difficult ones, right? This is how to master particles, guys. Moving on to how to master kanji, or at least how to get better at it. So many people come to me saying that they moved to Japan and they're struggling because they don't know how to read all the signs out here. And my question has always been, how many months have you been studying Japanese? And if it's under 3 months, you're not going to know any kanji, right? You're still at the phase where you're focusing on basic conversation, reading hiragana and katakana, right? So there's that. With kanji, unlike basic conversation. So in basic conversation, I recommend people go out and just learn how to introduce themselves, order food, and do some shopping, right? Go to the cashier and talk to them. That's how to do it. But that's because it's basic conversation. You're not learning difficult kanji. Basic conversation is just communication. So it can be as long as you want. You can still remember it. But with kanji, you can't line up 10 kanji in front of you and expect yourself to remember it. You're going to have to do it one by one, right? Most Japanese words in kanji are two. So for example, to eat, shokuji. There's two, right? To do the laundry, sentak. Those are all two kanji. And I'm very sorry to say this, but in Japanese, most of it's two kanji, right? But focus on one, just one. Now, how can you do that? Where can you see only one kanji, right? Let's start doing with family members. Tsuma, otto, ani, ototo, imoto, ane, right? These are all one kanji. So focus on that. And then later you can add older brother and younger brother. That becomes kyōdai, right? Siblings. If you connect husband and wife, it becomes fusai, right? So you don't want to go all in and open a book or something and try to read like 5 kanjis in a row. That's not going to work at first. You're going to have to do one by one. And step 3 is once you actually master that, we've got 2 kanji now. Kyōdai, shimai, fusai. Now you can make that into a sentence. 今日は親と食事をする. You got to take one step at a time. And comma, it's okay because we're just starting out. By the way, guys, if you really want to improve your Japanese, come to a free lesson after taking a short quiz. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes, so just do it now from the link in the description below. The class is completely free, so don't miss out, guys. Right, guys, I hope this information helped. If it did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope some of you take action after this video. I'll talk to you in our next video. Bye-bye.